Ooh, what happened? Oh, I think it's just starting. Oh my goodness, I've wrecked everything already. I've already wrecked everything. Okay, very good. We are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Manny Monday. I think we'll maybe wait a minute and see if we get any people join. Don't laugh at me. My husband's laughing at me. You're still laughing at me. All right, so tonight is going to be similar to the first night, except we're going to only do a few nails, just 2. And then we are going to also take a nail or 2 off with a removal method so that we can see how it's done. So you can see how easy it is to take them off. So you can see how easy it is to put them on, and you can see how easy it is to take it off. So this evening we are going to feature 2 of the Mother's Day wraps. So I know it's past Mother's Day here in the UK, but it is still coming up to Mother's Day in North America. And we still have them available here in the UK, which is nice because they're awesome and they're very pretty. So without further ado, I shall tell you which nails we're doing. I'm going to do a fancy camera switch here that my husband set up, so bear with me one second. Voila, look at that. Nail station. Okay, so hold on a second. I'm just going to move my screen so I can see too. These are my 2 wraps that I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to do mostly this wrap here. This wrap here is called Crescent Glam. So it is kind of a purpley pink. It's really hard to tell in this light, with a bit of a copper or rose gold finish. And then I'm going to accent it with this one, which is called Hug Me Tight. So it also has that like rose gold finish in it with like a pinky purple behind it. It's pretty exciting. So I guess I should show you guys. This is what my hang on, we're working it. This is what my mani looks like after 7 days. So it's held up pretty good, but like any crazy Jamberry fan, you want to change your nails as often as you can. So I am going to be taking them off. I have 2 already taken off, and I will start by showing you what's next. So first thing that you need to make sure is that you've got your station all set up. So you need a few tools to be able to put on your wraps. You need to have a heater of some kind. This is our Jamberry mini heater. It looks really big because it's super close to the camera, but it's really actually not very big. You can use a hairdryer if you do not have a mini heater, which works perfectly fine too. The heater is nice. It gives you a nice consistent heat, but sometimes you just got to use what you got around you. You need to have some kind of a coarse file, a buffer block or a gentle file with a smooth surface, a purple pusher. This is our fancy tool that makes sure that our wraps go on nice and sturdy. An orange stick so that I'm not handling the wraps at all and getting a whole bunch of oil and grease on it. Some cuticle scissors for trimming, and then these I want to show you later for when we're going to do some wrap removals. So I'm going to turn on my heater, and the heater is so nice. It's super quiet, which is nice. So first thing that I want to do is prep my nails. So I happen to have just some spray alcohol. If you have any kind of nail polish remover or anything like that, that works really, really well. You want to spray your fingers that you're going to be putting your wraps on, or wipe them. Give it a good rub so that there's no more oils and residues on your fingers. And then you're going to take your wrap sheet and you're going to size it to your fingernail as best you can without without touching your cuticles and without being too small. It's kind of like a fine line. Oh, I guess I should do the right finger though. Okay, so for me, I'm going to use the smallest wrap on my pinky finger. That's usually what happens. So what you want to do is you want to have your wrap. You're going to peel it back about halfway. Cuticle scissors and give it a trim like so. So it's sitting on your orange stick without you touching your fingers. And you're going to place it in front of the heat for about 3 seconds, just until it gets wavy like that. And then what you're going to do is you will line it up on your hand so that it's not touching your cuticles at all. Use your fancy purple pusher and give it a good push, usually up the middle first and then kind of work it out to the sides so that you're covering everything. And then I like to use my finger a little bit too to make sure that I get it really well sealed and adhered. And then I flip it over just so I can see where my nail is, but you don't have to. You could do it however you want when trimming. I like to trim though instead of filing straight away because I find the trim just gives me a little bit more control and then I'm not pulling on my wrap as much. So I've given it a trim. I'm going to use my coarse file, so something that's a little bit stronger, to pull down with my, only in a downward motion. If you go in an upward motion, you could lift your wrap, and nobody wants a wrap lifting right away. So downward motion, give it a good pull, and then I like to use my buffer block or some kind of a file that isn't as abrasive and smooth it out, and voila, one nail done. You can pop it in front of the heater one more time. I usually like to, just to make sure that it's really well sealed. And then give it a good push all the way around again, just to make sure. And that's that. Pretty easy. Pretty easy, nice and simple. All right, so I'm gonna go back to me for a second. I have to figure out which button I'm pushing. This one. There I am. All right, so I'm gonna do one more nail, but I'm gonna give it a minute. And I'm going to use my other wrap tonight. But I'm also going to have a prize tonight for likes and shares. So share the video, like it, give me some happy symbols on Facebook, spread the word, you know, share the Jamberry love. And then what I'll do at the end of the show, which probably won't be very long, but at the end of the show, what I will do is I will do a draw from the name or from the people that liked and shared. And this evening's prize will be one of the wraps that I'm doing. What we'll do is I'll give you the other half, basically, which makes up for a full manicure and a full pedicure. So that's kind of nice. So you would have your choice of either the Crescent Glam, which is very difficult to see on there, or the Hug Me Tight. Ooh, very nice. All right, so likes and shares. Darren, I can't see anything. My husband's going to have to write it down. So when you've liked and shared, put it in the comments. Liked and shared. That's how I know it's going to be you. Husband, do you need a writing material?
I'm good, yeah.
He's good. He's good.
Don't worry about me.
No, I like to worry about you. He's like running the show. I really just talk and he gets everything set up for me. I wouldn't know what to do without him. All right, so we shall go back and do the next nail, which is this button. Huzzah! All right, so our next one is going to be Hug Me Tight, and we're going to do this one on my ring finger. So, like I said, what you want to do is just pick your size that's going to fit best without being too big and without touching your cuticles. Okay? Orange stick. peel it back a bit. Now my ring finger is an interesting finger, and everybody has different fingernails, but my ring finger likes to be narrow at the bottom and flare out of the top. So with my ring finger, before I put it on today, I'm going to do a little bit of a trim with some cuticle scissors at the bottom, just so that it's not going to be touching my cuticles at all. The wrap below it is always a little bit too small, but this wrap is a little bit too big, so we're just going to trim it to size. So in front of the heater, about 3 seconds, just till it gets all wobbly. I don't know if you can see that. And then for this one, I'm going to try and straighten it out a little bit so I can see where it's going. Line it up. Start in the middle, give it a good push all the way up. Now, if you are trying it and you don't get it right the first time, you put it down and you go, oh no, I've totally messed up and I'm nowhere near where it's supposed to be. You can lift it up and replace it, and that's not a problem. It's they're nice and easy that way. They're super flexible and durable, and you can really work with them, which is nice. Okay, so it's on, which is perfect. I'm going to make sure that it's sealed really well. Then I'm going to flip it around and give it a trim without extra hangy bits on it. Okay. Perfect, all trimmed. It's got that bit of a rough edge, so we're going to take our file here and we're going to give it a nice rough file in a downward motion. If my sister is watching this video, she's probably thinking, why can't you do it without the filing, Natalie? Because then I have to listen to it. It's one of those things she can't stand. Okay, that's all good. All my excess is taken off. I'm going to use my buffer block just to make sure that I have some nice smooth edges. And there you have it. 2 new nails. Pretty exciting, right? Okay, so for the next, here I want to go back to me for a second. To me again, hello. So for the next part of the video, what I'll do is I'll show you how I take off my wraps, because putting them on is nice and easy, a little bit of heat, but taking them off is important too. You want to make sure that you're not just pulling them off. It's really tempting. I've done my fair share of just ripping them off, but your nails don't like it very much. So best to do is to do it gently, so that you're not wrecking your nails. So we at Jamberry have a wrap and lacquer remover, which works really, really well. It's non-acetone based, so it's kind of like a nail polish remover, but without the acetone, which is kind of nice. And then before I had this, and before it came out over here in the UK, I used coconut oil. So a little bit of coconut oil warmed up in the microwave so that it's warm, not going to burn you, and then I would soak a finger and take it off that way. So I will show you with our wrap and lacquer remover, because that's what I've got here right now. So that'll work. And camera switch, this one, perfect. All right, I'll turn my heater off for now too. I don't need that right now. So this is our wrap and lacquer remover, and it comes in a fancy little pump bottle. So I use 3 tools with it. I have my, what is this, a cotton swab, a Q-tip. I'm actually not sure what you guys call them here in the UK. I have a feeling it's something different than back in Canada. And then I just want to pump just a little bit. I don't know if you can see, this is really, really awkward. It's going to like pool into here. So just a tiny bit, just so that it gets that wet. And then I'm going to work it along the edge, and then I'm going to use my purple pusher just to break the seal so that it can kind of seep underneath. And of course it's being a pain because it's really stuck on there. So I'm going to use my orange stick instead. There we go. So once you have your seal broken along the side, then what you need to do is start to work. Goodness gracious, it's having serious issues. I'm like, oh yeah, it's so easy. Watch me do it. Okay, there we go. So I've got it, and I'm just working it from side to side. And the nice thing about the wrap and lacquer remover that we have is that it takes off any of the adhesive that's still left on your nails. The coconut oil doesn't do as good a job of that because it's super, super gentle. But the coconut oil is nice because it helps your nails feel stronger and healthy, and it's like you're conditioning them, which is kind of nice. All right. So I work it all the way off. My Q-tip got dry. There's nothing really left in there. Hold up. There we go. All right. Voila. And that's how you take it off. So it's pretty simple. And then once it's off, you can give it a good spray with some of your alcohol or whatever you're going to use to clean your hands. I usually like to use dish soap as well, just to make sure that it's like everything has come off 100%. But you can use whatever you fancy, really, just as long as your hands aren't oily and greasy when you go to reapply again. So I'll show you one more time, just for fun, because I have to take them off anyway, because I'm going to do a whole new manicure. So with this one, I'm going to use the other side. Give it a good bit of working there. I'm going to break the seal. And then I have to get it underneath. There we go. I can't see any of the comments, honey. Are you responding for me? He says I'm okay. That's good. All right. I'm working it off again from one side to the other. It makes a nice squeaking noise. But there you go. That's easy. 1, 2, 3. They're off and ready for more wraps. So that's pretty good, right? I think it's pretty good. Okay, back to me. This one. This one, I'm going to get the buttons. They didn't make any sense. He told me letters. A for nails, T for me. It worked out. All right. So that's pretty much what I'm going to show you today. How to put them on, how to take them off. It's pretty simple. You can do it at home, which is my favorite part. I have 4 kids, all 7 and under. So for me, it's the easiest way to do my nails. And it's nice because they last up to 14 days and they have so many designs, so you can pick just about anything to suit you, which is perfect. From a plain simple wrap to something with lots of color and pattern, or something shiny, or something, well, pretty much anything, which is nice. So I think what we'll do then is, do we have likes and shares, honey?
2 people you know.
2 people I know did likes and shares. Well, what we can do then is I could put on we can put on some more nails. Let's put on a few more nails and we'll do some more likes and shares. So we do have a prize for tonight for anybody who's joining in a little bit later. If you like and share my video right now, then we can write your name down and add you in for our draw to win a half sheet of some of the nails that I'm working on this evening. So that's kind of nice. I'm going to switch my camera back. Let's do a few more nails. Why not, right? Okay, back this way. So, like I said, these are my 2 nails that I'm doing today. I'm going to give these ones a good spray with some alcohol wipes, just to make sure we have no more oil and grease. Now, you can push back your cuticles as well. Mine, for the most part, are pretty good from last week. They don't really need any pushing. We can give them a little push just for fun. Why not? Okay. Now's the decision. I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do with my money. I'll probably do some of these ones because I like these ones. So again, we're going to size them to see which one is going to fit my nail best without touching my cuticle. This one's going to be too big, so we're going to go with that one. And I completely forgot which one we just did. That one. There we go. All right. Turn my heater on with my orange stick. Peel it back with my cuticle scissors. Cut it about halfway so that I've got it right there. Give it a heat just so that it gets a little bit floppy, which is perfect. Okay. And then I'm going to line it up. And I'm too far back. There we go. Line it up. Give it a good press at the back all the way up to the top. And then kind of work it around to the sides. And then we'll work it around to the other side. I'm knocking the camera. My husband tells me I'm knocking the camera. No good. All right, I shall not knock the camera anymore. Okay, so that is on. We're going to flip it around. Give it a trim. Okay, take our coarse file in a downward motion to take off any of the extra. Use my gentle file. And then I'm going to heat it up one more time just because I like to make sure it is 100% sealed and doesn't look like it has any bumps or waves or anything along those lines. I'm probably bumping the camera again because I'm trying to see what I'm doing. All right. And voila! Another nail. Do, 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 do. Pretty easy, which is nice. All right. Should I do one more just for fun? Just for funsies? Because I've already got the wrap off and I've applied it. I'm going to do this one again. How was everybody's Easter? Was everybody's Easter good? Everybody have a good long weekend? I had a good long weekend. We went to Raynham today, to Raynham Hall, for an egg hunt. It was pretty exciting. We haven't been to Raynham before. All right.
Joe says they look bad.
Hey, thanks, Joe. I seriously have to figure out how to see comments from my side of things. I really like this one. I think it kind of looks like it's like simple and chic. And sometimes that's all you want is something simple and chic. I have a feeling, oh, maybe not. I thought it might be too big. But it might be all right. Now, if you have curved nails, I only have one really curved nail, but a lot of people have really curved nails, so they bend to the sides a lot. What you can do with the wrap, I'm actually going to heat this up and show you, is you can pull it and stretch it so that it stretches to adhere better over your nail. I want my copper to look nice and straight. So if you're pulling, what you would do is you basically just kind of give it a good pull. And because it's PVC basically, it really has quite a bit of elasticity in it, which is nice. All right, so that's on. Flip it over. Give it a trim. I feel like I'm bumping the camera a lot. Give it a file and a downward motion, which is nice. This one has lots of extra on it. And I'm totally going to have to heat it up one more time because I have a wrinkle. That can happen. But I get rid of them. Okay, so that's done. Do a nice buffer block. And heat it up one more time because I don't like the wrinkles. I'm going to literally just push it out.
Make sure you tell people to go on the site.
Oh, my husband just told me, which is very smart of him. I'm going to tell people, all of you people, that my site is just on the bottom and you can check it out. And you can have a browse and see what kind of stuff we've got because we have 400 different designs for nail wraps. So there is something literally for everybody. So yeah, have a look on the website. There's, like I said, up to, I think it's like 402 or something different designs right now. And we have a few really like nice packages to get going if you haven't done it before, where you get 4 different sheets of wraps, and each sheet of wrap, I guess I should probably tell you how this works, eh? For those of you who don't know. So each sheet of wrap, this is what a sheet of wrap looks like when it comes. So each sheet of wrap does 2 full manicures and then 2 pedicures. So each sheet works out to about 15 pounds. And if you do the buy 3, get 1 for free deal, it works out to about, well, it's under 4 pounds a manicure. So it's a great deal. You can't get a shellac or a gel or anything even close to that. So that's nice. And then we have some deals right now on our basic bundle, which is 4 sheets of wraps, your mini heater, and then it also comes with an application kit that has your purple pusher and your orange stick, your file and your block and everything that you need to get going, which is perfect. And it works out to $58.50, I believe, is what the starting cost is, which is basically the same price as getting your heater for £1. So it's pretty good. So yes, have a look at my website. Check it out. All the fancy things are there. And we should do a like and share draw, right? Maybe? Do we have some people in a like and share draw?
Mm-hmm.
Yes? Yes, we do. So we're going to do a like and share draw. I'm going to turn my heater off because we don't need that right now. Who wants to see my nails again one more time? Doesn't matter. I can't actually read any comments yet, so you're just going to have to look at them. There you go. So we're going to be doing a likes and share draw for a half sheet of one of the wraps that I used today. They're pretty nice. I like them a lot, actually.
It's between Charlie and Joe.
It's between Charlie and Joe. Well, Charlie and Joe, I have a fancy app here that's going to tell me a number between 1 and 2. We should really work on this likes and sharing thing. Okay, hold up. Let's see. Honey, do you have them written down somewhere?
Why do I written down?
Who was the first one? Who was the second one?
I think it was Joe and then Charlie.
Joe and then Charlie. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So my fancy app here that's going to give me a random number between 1 and 2. It's very exciting. Okay, are we ready? So I've plugged in my, oh, can we see it? This is very awkward. Wait. I've plugged in 1 as my wait.
This is 33.
Yeah, I know it says 33. I know it says 33. But I plugged in 1 as my min and 2 as my max, and then I'm going to give it a tap. Number 1! The first person. Was that Joe? Joe! Joe, you get some nails! That's exciting. So, Joe, in the comments, can you please, I can't see it, but Darren can you let me know if you would like Crescent Glam? Ooh. Pardon me. That was very loud. Or if you would like Hug Me Tight. Both very nice. Okay. So that's how it goes. We will be back again for another episode of Manny Monday next Monday. And maybe we'll have more likes and shares. Maybe we'll do bigger prizes. Who knows? The exciting thing. All right, so I shall sign off for now. Thank you for tuning in, and see you later. Wait, there it is. Bye.